Hello, Gigi Love family. When you find yourself to be your own enemy, what do? We've all heard the phrase, you are your own worst enemy. But what happens when you actually find yourself in the trenches of self-sabotage? When your inner critic starts a marathon of negativity, it can feel like you're trapped in a never-ending episode of your own personal reality show. In this script, we're going to explore the quirky and witty ways you can deal with this pesky enemy within. From setting booby traps for your self-doubt to forging alliances with your inner cheerleader, we'll uncover strategies to turn self-sabotage into self-empowerment. So if you're ready, let's dive in. Number 1, identifying the enemy. You have to identify the enemy. Picture this. You're sitting at your desk, ready to tackle the big project. But suddenly your mind starts whispering, you can't do this. You're not good enough. The first step to defeating your inner enemy is recognizing it. Much like a spy trying to uncover a mole, you need to identify the self-destructive thoughts and behaviors. Take note of when and where they strike. Take, for example, a talented artist was plagued by self-doubt every time she picked up her paintbrush. She began keeping a journal to record her negative thoughts and realized that they often surfaced when she was about to try something new. This awareness was her first step towards victory. Number 2, you have to embrace your inner Sherlock Holmes. Now that you've identified your enemy, it's time to investigate the root cause of self-sabotage. What triggers those self-destructive thoughts? Are they tied to past experiences, perfectionism, or fear of failure? Get your metaphorical magnifying glass out and start probing. For example, an inspiring musician had a habit of procrastinating on his songwriting. After self-reflection, he realized that his self-doubt was connected to a childhood music competition where he felt he had failed. Understanding this allowed him to address his fear of failure, and regain his songwriting mojo. Disarming the inner critic. Number 3, imagine your inner critic as a movie villain, complete with a monologuing evil plan. It's time to disarm this nemesis. When those negative thoughts creep in, counter them with evidence of your successes and positive affirmations. Show your inner critic that they don't stand a chance against your confidence. An example is a corporate executive used to constantly doubt her abilities in high-pressure meetings. She began preparing by rehearsing her key points and reminding herself of her past achievements. As her self-assurance grew, she silenced her inner critic and found herself thriving in those intense boardroom battles. Number 4, you surround yourself with allies. Sometimes you need reinforcements to defeat your inner enemy. Seek out friends, mentors, or support groups who can provide guidance, encouragement, and a reality check when needed. Your allies can help you see your strengths and blind spots more clearly. Another example is an entrepreneur joined a networking group of fellow business owners. Sharing his challenges and hearing their stories not only inspired him, but also gave him valuable advice. With this newfound network, he felt more equipped to tackle the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. Number 5, set traps for self-doubt. Why not have a little fun while battling your inner enemy? Create traps for self-doubt, like setting small achievable goals or deadlines. When your inner critic tries to sabotage your plans, surprise it with your unwavering determination to succeed. An example would be a student struggling with procrastination started setting mini deadlines for herself. She would say, I'll write one paragraph in the next 20 minutes, and she would stick to it. These bite-sized goals made it harder for her inner critic to interfere with her progress. Number 6, embrace your imperfections. Perfectionism is often the fuel for self-sabotage. Remember that nobody is flawless, and mistakes are part of the journey to success. Embrace your imperfections as stepping stones to improvement rather than roadblocks to failure. An example would be an inspiring chef who used to be paralyzed by the fear of ruining dishes in his restaurant kitchen. He realized that even renowned chefs make mistakes, so he started viewing his culinary mishaps as valuable learning experiences, and his confidence in the kitchen soared. Number 7, practice self-compassion. Just as you would forgive a friend for their mistakes, extend the same kindness to yourself. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with love and understanding, even when you mess up. It's the ultimate antidote to self-sabotage. A good example would be a writer used to beat herself up for missing writing deadlines. She started practicing self-compassion by acknowledging that everyone has off days. Instead of dwelling on her failures, she focused on what she could learn from them and how to do better next time. Number 8, visualize success. Harness the power of your imagination to visualize your success. When you can vividly picture yourself achieving your goals, it becomes easier to quell the doubts and fears that try to hold you back. Example, an athlete aiming to break a personal record would spend time each day visualizing himself crossing the finish line with his arms raised in triumph. This mental rehearsal boosted his confidence and motivated him to train harder. Number 9, cultivate resilience. Resilience is your secret weapon against self-sabotage. It's the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. Every time you face adversity, view it as an opportunity to strengthen your resilience muscles. For example, a businesswoman faced a major setback when her startup failed. Instead of giving in to self-doubt, she saw it as a chance to learn and grow. She used the experience to refine her business strategy and eventually launched a successful company. Number 10, the last but not the least, celebrate your victories. Don't forget to celebrate your victories, no matter how small they may seem. Each triumph over self-sabotage is a step toward greater self-confidence and success. So, treat yourself to a victory dance, a favorite meal, or a well-deserved pat on the back. A good example is a software developer used to undermine his coding abilities. When he successfully completed a complex project without any major issues, he celebrated by taking a day off to enjoy his favorite hobbies. This reinforcement of his achievements boosted his self-esteem. When you find yourself to be your own worst enemy, it's essential to remember that you have the power to transform self-sabotage into self-empowerment. By identifying the enemy, investigating its origins, and disarming the inner critic, you can pave the way for a more confident and successful you. Surround yourself with allies, set traps for self-doubt, and embrace your imperfections. Practice self-compassion, visualize as success, and cultivate resilience. And of course, don't forget to celebrate your victories along the way. With these witty and practical strategies, you'll be well equipped to conquer your inner enemy and achieve your goals with confidence and determination. I hope you enjoyed today's discussion. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to GigiLovechannel for more inspiring updates on